How is it going, everyone? We have a major PlayStation Plus leak from Deal Labs, so you know this is pretty much 100% accurate. Deal Labs is a Tier 1 source at this point, so we'll talk about that. On top of that, another PlayStation Plus update as the games for the month of October, the Essential games, are rolling out. And to end this video, I do want to highlight the brand new Ghost of Yotei patch that has dropped. I know a lot of you guys are working your way through that, so more on that at the end of this video. But first of all, Silent Hill 2 has been leaked as a PlayStation Plus extra title for the month of October. You know, I'm not like a big spooky season guy, a big Halloween guy. Like, Halloween is not my favorite time of the year, but I always get a kick whenever a subscription service, does do things thematically for the time of the year. I feel like Halloween is really the time to do that, where you have this emphasis on horror games during October, and horror games have never been my top genre, but certainly I enjoy them. But having Alan Wake 2 as a PlayStation Plus Essential game, and then having Silent Hill 2 as a PlayStation Plus Extra game, I think that is actually quality. Like, I feel like that is a good route to go. Like, sometimes I'll even give shouts for PlayStation for, like, giving away NBA 2K during, I think, like, it's NBA Finals. I don't follow sports like that, but whenever you do things like that, I appreciate the little things. I appreciate going the extra mile and being like, hey, this is going on right now. Let's try to tailor our subscription service to offer content like that. And more than anything, Alan Wake 2, Silent Hill 2, those are both very, very well-received games. So that, I think, does track. Silent Hill 2 is one of those games that I really could see being an absolute headlining game for the month of October. And the game only came out a year ago, so this is the level of game that I would like to see on PlayStation Plus pretty consistently. If we're not going to get day one games, and I'm not asking for day one games, especially, AAA day one games, I get it. We got money to make, and, that business model has its critiques for sure. But there's definitely more quality that you can offer to extra subscribers than, a month. And I get it, WWE 2K25 came out a couple months ago, but the WWE games and the sports games that get added, a lot of the times, to have those games as headlining games is the issue. I don't have anything against with those games getting added, but WWE last month being that headlining game was pretty trash. Silent Hill 2, on the other hand, is a game that I think a lot of people can get really excited for, and it's a worthwhile game. Bloober Team did an incredible job on this remake, and games of this level, games that came out a year ago, 16 months ago, 24 months ago even, would be worthwhile additions to the service, and that's the level of game I would like to see more often with PlayStation Plus, at least one or two a month, and then round it out with some tertiary games, some lesser known games, things of that nature. But I don't ask for the world out of PlayStation Plus Extra, but I certainly think that there's opportunity to offer quality. However, when we live in a world where PlayStation has very little competition, maybe they aren't incentivized to offer a lot of quality. But I do believe PS Plus Extra is one of those subscription services that people look at, and Plus Premium especially, and be like, okay, this is pretty mediocre. Although, if you can take advantage of the vault catalog of games, if you're like a new PlayStation owner, there's certainly value to be had with PS Plus Extra. It's just, if you're one of the long-time PlayStation owners and you buy games regularly, that's where Plus Extra is just like, okay, couple of good games here and there, but the value does wane. But an addition like Silent Hill 2, I do think is a great addition. It would be nice to see some other horror games get added into the service, but even beyond that, I think hopefully October is a little bit of a bounce back from September, because September was quite lackluster. Although, shout out to Fate Samurai Remnant, because that was the best edition in September, and that's a game that I highly recommend you guys to play. And, there's definitely quality that gets added. It's just everybody's perception on PlayStation Plus is always going to be different every month, because whenever you get a month where there are games where somebody already owns them, okay, yeah, that's a little bit of an unfortunate reality that you've got to accept with subscription services, that if you buy games regularly, there's going to be a lot of times where you're essentially unknowingly double dipping by having a PlayStation Plus subscription as well, and the value isn't really there for you, and I get that. But games like Silent Hill 2 certainly offer a lot of value. Speaking of games like Silent Hill 2 offering a lot of value, I thought October excellent month for PlayStation Plus Essential, and those games are rolling out right now. Alan Wake 2, Cocoon, and Goat Simulator 3. You know, the amount of people, I noticed multiple people in the comment section say this, so I actually believe it's quite a lot of people that this ended up with, but a lot of people ended up buying Alan Wake 2 digitally because the price point was really good. The deluxe edition, I want to say, was down to $24, which was a really good price. They bought that, haven't played it. Now Alan Wake 2 is a PlayStation Plus title. On top of that, I think I saw a comment where somebody said they bought the deluxe edition, like the physical release, a year ago and still haven't played it, and now it's just a PlayStation Plus game. I'm telling you guys, that's why when you buy games at a heftier price point, you should really be of the mindset, hey, I'm gonna play this game as soon as possible because I need to get the value out of my purchase. Or if that's not the case, don't buy the game because they can end up as PS Plus titles. They can end up on PS Plus Extra, and that's what happened with Alan Wake 2 for a lot of people. Nonetheless, that's just another reality you've got to accept. I know that happened with a lot of people with RoboCop Rogue City as well. Alan Wake 2 is a game that I've been vocal about my thoughts on the game. I totally get why people like it. I think the atmosphere in the game is incredible. I think the visuals are stunning. And the soundtrack is phenomenal. I remember when I first played Alan Wake 2, I played it the day it came out, and I got to the end of Chapter 1, and they hit you with that song, which I don't remember the name of the song, but I literally have it downloaded on my phone, and I was like, oh my god, this game's about to be a banger. And then, was it a banger? For me, no. I would say it was an okay game. Like, I could go with the tried and true complaint about, you know, the game is called Alan Wake and I'm not playing as Alan Wake the whole time. And yeah, like, I would like to play as Alan Wake the whole time. I didn't really like Saga as a character, so it is what it is. I liked Alan Wake 1 better relative to the time when Alan Wake came out. That's just the reality when you compare a game from 2010 to 2023. 13 years go by, and from a technical standpoint, even a mechanic standpoint, Alan Wake 2 is just a far, far superior game. But relative, like comparatively to the other games that were coming out around 2010, like, I really loved Alan Wake 1, and I thought it was a phenomenal game. Alan Wake 2 didn't have that impact with me, but you know what? For a lot of people, it was their game of the year of 2023, so certainly give it a shot, see how you like it, and then decide for yourself whether or not you know, you want to pick up the DLC and things of that nature, but free with PS Plus Essential. Cocoon, another incredibly well-received game that is added as well, and Cocoon's like the perfect kind of secondary, tertiary game to have in a service like this. Like, absolutely perfect. I thought they just did a killer job with the lineup this month for PS Plus Essential, at least with Alan Wake 2 and Cocoon, again, is a really, really well-received game. A lot of people really enjoyed it, and game has a great aesthetic style to it, and you can get it with PlayStation Plus Essential right now, so that's a great addition as well. Coming from Jeff Carlson, the lead gameplay designer of Limbo and Inside as well, and you can certainly have a little bit of that darker vibe with Cocoon as well. Not as dark as Limbo and Inside, but certainly you can see where the roots of Cocoon came from. It's a unique take on a puzzle adventure game where each world exists within an orb that you can carry on your back. Wrap your head around the core mechanic of leaping between worlds and combine, manipulate, and rearrange them to solve intricate puzzles. Game's got an 88 on Metacritic, so pretty solid reception, all things considered, and very positive reception on Steam. 3,400 reviews, 93% positive, so really well received there. And then lastly, we do have Goat Simulator 3. I know you guys have been waiting on Goat Sim 3, but again, this is a secondary, tertiary game. Fine, got no problem with it. A game you can have some fun with and wreak some havoc with. I have no problem with that. And Goat Sim, as a headlining game, I would have a problem with that, but as a secondary, tertiary game, no problem with that whatsoever. Aside two games with a lot of value in Alan Wake 2 and Cocoon, and Cocoon still goes for a hefty price point, so great additions there, all things considered. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Silent Hill 2 is a PlayStation Plus Extra title. Big leak there and a big addition of PS Plus Extra. Very, very happy about that. And for the PlayStation Plus monthly titles, you've got Alan Wake 2, Cocoon, and Goat Sim 3. Some solid additions there, all things considered. But that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.